Everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up, doing well, making those moves. If not, let's make them. I wanted to share with you guys today more of this video that I've been watching for the last, 4 or 5 days, something like that. I think since Saturday, maybe a little bit longer. Still, again, if you haven't been following me and you're just hopping on, I'm on this podcast, Becoming Unstoppable with Tia Claire Toomey. The Real AF is the podcast, all right? The Real AF is the podcast. The YouTube channel is Andy Frisilla. And the what do you call it? The topic that I'm going over today is realigning other people's lives. Okay, realigning other people's lives. What I got out of this podcast today, I missed it in the last couple of days. Again, it's an hour and 23 minutes long, 24 minutes long. Okay, so it's a long video. It's a long podcast. It's a podcast, but I'm actually watching the YouTube video. So what I missed the other day or the last couple of days that I didn't get is this statement. Okay, because normally that's what captures my attention. And I want to get this out before I head up to the academy right now. Realigning other people's lives. Okay, like success is your obligation, and I've talked about that before in other videos. I forgot who said that before, but anyways, I think that was like one of the episodes was success is your obligation. So here it comes back at again with Andy Frisilla is it's your obligation to succeed and overcome insecurities in your life of things that you're, not sure about or whatever, letting other people down and letting yourself down. And he goes, when you think about your life like this, you become more self-aware. And self-awareness, I think I got most of that from like Jocko, being self-aware, self-awareness of the things that you're doing. Be more self-conscious of the things of how you're thinking and how you're acting and how you're doing your day-to-day activities. And when you start putting in perspective that whatever you do each day has an impact on other people, you are realigning other people's lives in a good way or a negative way. Man, that's some powerful stuff. Like that right there just really makes me think twice, 3 times, 4 times over on what I'm doing day in and day out, what I'm saying, what I'm thinking, how I'm reacting to certain things. Because like this guy, Andy Frisilla, he's talking about, he's like, success is a passion of his. And he says this in this podcast, in this video, how important it is for people to win, how important it is for other people around him to win. And that's why he made the podcast. The podcast is The Real AF. That's what it's about. It's about success. It's about overcoming, fears and your mindset. And basically what this Coffee with Coach episodes are about. I was just listening to Eric Thomas too this morning, and he was talking about when General Motors went bankrupt. I'm pretty sure it was like 2008 because that's when I opened up ALVAREZ'S BJJ, and later on that year I think it was when they went bankrupt. He goes, living in Detroit, being in Detroit, a lot of people would go to the casinos. There's a few casinos in Detroit, downtown Detroit, blowing all their money. Their reaction to the to General Motors was that to spend their time in casinos. And he said, next thing you know, you got people becoming homeless, people killing themselves, committing suicide, that kind of thing. And he goes, man, I gotta try to do something about this. So that's why he came up with, which I didn't know that until today, the reason why he came up with Thank God It's Monday. Okay, so if you haven't heard Eric Thomas yet, you really got to get on with Eric Thomas. He's a huge, big influence on, my life the last however many years. But the Thank God It's Monday videos that he started putting out just started to catch people's attention. And now they're just all over the place. He's got books and everything else and like a little online university and all this other stuff. So it's really good stuff. So he realigned a lot of people's lives. Like one of them is mine. You know, Jocko's same thing, realigned my life in a certain way. David Goggins, you know, any mentor that you've had in the past, or that anyone that you've come across or come in contact with, you know, they are realigning your life one way or another, whether it's a good way or a bad way. So what are people going to say about you? Okay, what are they saying about you? Are you realigning people's lives in a good way or a negative way? Are you a positive thinker? Are you a go-getter? You're someone that talks about success all the time, or is it sometimes? You know, are you negative in between that? Do you say, you know, do you put yourself down? Do you talk badly about yourself? Are you getting after it every day? Like I was telling my students the other day, you know, our academy is different because of the mindset, and that starts with me. Like, I'm building champions on and off the mat, like every single day. Not some days, not every other day, every couple days, like every day. Like every day, my students hear these kind of talks. They hear the attitude. They hear the, you know, the passion in my voice when it comes to this kind of stuff. Because why? They came in contact with me. My obligation and my duty is to make them or help them become the best version of themselves through the platform of jiu-jitsu. And I play a big part in that. I could easily be a lazy person, not so motivated, talk negative, put myself down, you know, have, I don't know, put myself in a negative position to where it isn't really impacting anyone, or I can make that impact and help other people. You know, like for instance, I had one of my younger students yesterday, come up to me and say, "Hey, coach, you know, some of my grades are dropping." And I was like, "Okay, and what's going on?" So they kind of told me what's happening, this and that. And I was like, "All right, cool. It's a grade or a couple grades, and you're slipping a little bit. Bring them back up. Study a little harder. Like, ask them more questions. Like, you know, you're a good student. You're smart. You can do it. You're just having a bad moment right now." And don't let that bring you down. And this is a young student. I think she's like 8 years old. And she just came up to me and just wanted to talk and tell me about her grades. So my job is to pump her back up. I could feel and sense the low part, you know, in her mind right now, you know, or at the moment. So my job is to bring that back up. You can do it. I believe in you. You're going to bring them back up. It's going to be okay. Just get after it. Okay. Get after it. Work a little harder and bring those grades up, okay? Because you're supposed to. You need to. It's important that you do that, okay? So realigning other people's lives, you have an impact. You have an obligation and a duty. I wish I would have heard this stuff a long time ago, okay? I really wish this stuff was available to me a long time ago, but it wasn't. It is what it is. So now I can take what I'm learning now and use it now. It's one of those things where it's like, coulda, shoulda, woulda, and sometimes a lot of us live in, well, if I would have had this or knew this or I would have did, you know, you can't change that. Can't change the past, but what you can change is like right now. How you think right now, what you do right now, how you spend your money right now, how you do everything right now can be changed and can be put into a better direction. So every time you come in contact or every time you get up, you are realigning not only your own life, but someone else's life. And me personally, being self-aware, definitely want to realign someone's life or anyone that comes in contact with me in a positive, more successful kind of way, okay? So think about that today, because whatever you're doing today, however you're thinking, whatever you're eating, however you're spending your money, whatever you're doing is making an impact not only on yourself, but other people. So are you going to continue to lose, or are you going to start winning? It's all up to you, man. And it all falls on you. You can't blame your parents, what you had, what you didn't have, what you grew up with, what you didn't grow up with, you know, what opportunities you didn't have, other people have. You know, someone sent me a picture of someone, you know, on vacation in a nice tropical place today. And, you know, with like crying emojis, you know, the crying emoji. And I'm like, man, every day is a vacation for me, man. Every day I get up, I'm living the life. Like, I'm doing the thing, you know. I get to teach jiu-jitsu, work out, run, you know, walk my dogs. Like, it's good. Life is good because I'm making it good, because I'm making it good here. I don't need to be on a beach somewhere to for it to be good. Would it be nice? Yeah, cool. But I've been there, done that. I don't know how many times. I know what the beach is like. The beach is here every single day. All right, guys, I got to go. I got to get up to the school. I'm already late, but I had to get this out. You are realigning other people's lives every day you get up out of bed. Okay, make sure it's in a good way. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you.